Everyone, my name is Ogar, and this is O'Neill, goalkeeper. We are both part of FC1 and Glenview Soccer Club up in the north of Chicago suburbs. And here I will be conducting today a training session or a day in the life of a goalkeeper soccer player. And we're gonna go through warm-up phase, and then we'll do some speed phase, and then we're going to do some plyometrics with some footwork and some specific types of goalkeeping training. And then after that, we'll finish it off with some strength training and cool down and stretches to end the day. Now we're going to start off with dynamic warm-up, very basic dynamic warm-up. So what O'Neill is going to do, he's going to start from this cone. He's going to be heading towards that orange cone, and he's going to be doing dynamic warm-up. We should be here about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. And we're just going to demonstrate for you on how you do dynamic warm-ups for a goalkeeper to warm up your body properly before we start diving and incorporating other exercises, okay? So O'Neill, what I want you to do is I want you to start off with the butt kicks all the way through. Good. Good, and make your way back. Good. And now what I want you to do, I want you to go side to side shuffles every two, switch. Every couple, switch. All right. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go back to back, side to side shuffles. Good. One more time. And good. Now I want you to do it forward, going forward, side to side, every 2 steps, every 2 left, 2 right. Good, good, and come back. All right, now what I want you to do, I want you to do high knees marchers, okay? 1 left, 1 right with a little skip in the middle. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to do high knees, okay? Hamstring kicks. You're gonna go forward and have a little skip in the middle, but make sure don't kick too much right away. I want you to start off low. Start off low and just gradually bring it up, okay? Notice that he's flexing his leg all the way straight. He's kicking forward in front of his belly button. His toe is not pointing outwards. His toe is flexed, and he keeps it right in front of his belly button, and then so on. He uses a little rhythm skip in between, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to do side to side. Open up. Open up side to side. Go. Good. Very important to work on the inner thighs, the abductor and adductor. It's really important to loosen those up for a goalkeeper because we're constantly in our ready position and getting ready, so it works these muscles and we have to blast off and power off of these positions. So it's really important to loosen on the inside of the thighs, the adductors and abductors, hip flexors, along with the glutes and quadriceps. Alright, now what I want you to do is I want you to do little skippers. Up, up. Blast off up, blast off right. Good. 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 And when you come back, do a goalie one. Keep firm. Keep. Good. Keep. Good. Keep. Good. Well done. All right, now his last one, we're gonna start with the upper body, loosen it up. We're still working dynamically. It's a little hot today, but what you need is really important to loosen up the lower back, your whole entire back, and your shoulder areas, and your arms in total. Okay, so what I want you to do, O'Neal, is I want you to go forward, and when you come back, do it backwards, arm swinging. Okay, and the third round, do a little bit of huggers. With rotation of arms. Ready, set, go. Good. Now do little huggers. Rotate your arms. And well done. Now what I want you to do is I want you to walk forward and just open up. Okay, a little bit. Look up. Walk. Take a couple little small steps. Go down, come up. Take a couple small steps and go down and move it up. Yep. Open up wide. Good. Step. Then in. Good. Open up wide. Good. Step. Good. Open up wide. Good. Well done, O'Neal. Good. Open up wide. Good. Last one. And then just jog it around and come back. Good. Jog it back. Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to do little sumos, okay? Here. Turn. Pivot. Turn. Pivot. Turn. Pivot. When you get to the around, I want you to do side to side, okay? Stay in your squat and then shuffle side to side on the way back, okay? Go. Sumo, up and around. Good. Pivot. As you're noticing, he's doing little squats with dynamics though within it. So he's not just practically doing squat and stopping. No, he's putting a little dynamic movement in it. Again, it's really important as a goalkeeper and as a soccer player to fire up your quads and your glutes, because that's where your majority of your power comes from. So we need to activate them as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. So it's a great way of doing it into the dynamic warm-up. So if you can incorporate that into your dynamic warm-ups, it's really good. You'll get the most beneficial out of it. Good on you. Last one. Come on. All right, well done. Okay, now what we're gonna incorporate is a little bit of everything. A little bit of balance, stretching, and strength, all at the same time while doing it dynamically. So he's not doing static stretching right now, because right now all we need to do is activate his muscles. So we don't want to just make it long without giving it any strength for his muscles. So what we want to do is we want to strengthen it by doing it dynamically. So here's what I'm talking about. This is how it works. Well, basically what O'Neal will do right now is he'll get into a push-up position, okay? Once he gets into a plank push-up position, he'll do a push-up, he'll come up, he'll bring his feet as close as possible to his hands, and then he'll move forward, okay? Finding his balance again, doing another push-up, and bringing his feet, okay? And so on and so on. He'll go from cone to cone. It's almost as a caterpillar effect, okay? So he's gonna basically like a worm. You've seen how a worm goes like that? That's what basically he's gonna do. He's gonna go up, then he'll just be shifting, going forward, finding his balance, finding his core, gives him a little bit, it fires up his upper body, and so on and so on. Ready, O'Neal? From cone to cone, please. Push up, bring your feet up, all the way, and now go forward. Good. Remember to flex your hamstrings. Good. Flex them. Good. Flex them. Yes. Come as high as you can and go. Push up. Good. Flex. Give me 3 more, okay? Again, this is a great way of activating the muscles, activating his strength, upper body, because he's going to need it from diving. He needs to get up quicker. So all those muscles are activated. They are worked, but they're not worked to a point where, to an exhaustion. He's just firing them up, getting them ready when he needs it. Basically letting his muscles know that, hey, when I need you, you need to be activated right away. So his muscles are coming alive. Okay? And it gives them a little bit of balance and a little bit of strength and flexibility. So it's a great way of working all that in. Okay? All right, you can come up, O'Neal. Okay. And to finish it off, last but not least, here's this, what I call a little bit, again, of flexibility, strength, balance, and at the same time, doing it dynamically. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna bring his knee up, all the way up. He's gonna take his ankle, okay? And I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see it. He's gonna go find his balance. He's gonna go down onto one leg, and he's gonna come up, and then he's gonna rotate, do the opposite, and so on and so on. Okay? Joe, I want you to do 2 on each leg at least. Bring it up. Yup, good. Find your balance. Take one down, come up. Good. All right, Oni. And come out of it. As you can see, there's 2 hurdles in the middle, okay, with the end cone that way and the starting cone behind us. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna work on our speed, explosiveness, a little bit of change of direction left and right, and regaining more speed and going in right away. Like I said, for goalkeepers, basically that position, you might, during the game, you might not be doing anything for half an hour or for even the whole entire 90 minutes of the game, and all of a sudden in that like 10-second span or even 1 second span, everything is going to come at you and you need to be ready for it. So to activate the muscles, his neuromuscular system, to get him fired up and ready at any time he wants it, is really important at this point. Okay, so this speed training, okay, along with a little bit of hurdles in the middle for plyometric and change of directions and agility, it's a great way of activating those muscles, okay? So O'Neal, here's what I want you to do. You're gonna start on the speed position, and as soon as when I say go, go. 1, 1. That's all. That was a little demonstration for him to see it. Ready, set, go. Quick feet. Good. And jog it back. Go. Go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, go. Well done. Okay, that's another exercise that you could incorporate into your system for speed, for a little bit of change of direction, a little bit of pause and go. It's a good speed to do. Okay. Now we're going to incorporate a little bit of footwork plus plyometrics and a little bit of goalkeeping skills. And to show you that, I will demonstrate it for you on what I'm talking about. Okay, he's basically going to start off in a ready position. Okay, the moment I say go, he goes. He does a footwork, hold, go, jump. He gets in, and he's going to receive a ball straight into his hand. Okay? All right, Oni, I want you to do one side this way, one side that way, and then you can do a zigzag if you want to, okay? Ready, backwards. And that was it. That was it. That was a little bit of agility, a little bit of footwork, a little bit of plyometric going up and down and holding his position into the squat, and then finishing that off with a little bit of skill, goalkeeping skill straight into his. All right, now we're going into our second exercise for goalkeeping. We're including a plyometric in it, footwork, change of direction for agility, and finishing it off with goalkeeping skill. What O'Neal is going to end up doing, he's going to end up diving towards the end, and I will demonstrate for you on how first it goes. O'Neal. And so on. That was just a little small demo. Now O'Neal is going to take live. Ready? We'll go dive to the right side first, okay? Ready, set, go! Up, good. Now we're gonna dive to the left, okay? Ready, set, go! And that was a demonstration of plyometrics, speed, agility, and a little bit of skill. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate a little bit of strength training for goalkeepers, especially at the arms level, and a little bit of strength training at for their legs as well, so that way they could incorporate diving to get as much as power out of their diving as much as possible. So it is great to do with bands, especially if you are training. For example, if you had your training during the day and you're practicing again during afternoon, it's always good to finish it off with a little bit of strength training. And here are some that I like to incorporate into my system. So basically I take about a red band, which is I think about 20 pounds of resistance, or 10 if I'm not mistaken. And what you do is that you put one foot, so you bring one foot back, okay? You keep the other one forward into almost like a lunging position, okay? And so you bring your arms up, and then you go up, 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 and push upwards, pushing upwards, pushing upwards, okay? You don't want to dip too much leaning in. You want to keep your core straight, you want to keep your upper body straight, and you want to keep those forearms, and you want to bring them up and bring them up and working your triceps. It's really important to working our triceps for a goalkeeper. It requires us to get up off the ground as quickly as possible, so we need to keep those back of our arms and keep our arms as strong as possible to push off. All right, Oni, you could pick up the weight. Good. 2 and 3. Perfect. That's it. Bring them down. Okay. All right, and that was a quick demonstration of an upper body workout. We could do, incorporate, okay, is you could hook a blue line, okay, a little bit of a lighter weight. And what we're gonna work on is we're gonna work on our lats area and our arm strength at the same time, doing the lumberjack move, going up, because it incorporates us to make a diving save, going up that way. So it's really important to do it with the resistant bands. So you want to start off in your ready position, okay? You want to pivot right or left, okay? And then you want to come up, pivot, come up and drive, pivot and drive, pivot and drive, pivot and drive, pivot and drive, and so on and so on. Let's go. Ready? Go. Good. Good, and just come straight forward. Good. Yeah, so you launch sideways and then you go forward. Yes. Good. Like you're going up. Yeah, good. Good. And that's it. Okay. For demonstration purposes, you could do maybe work until failure or up to from anywhere between 10 to 13 reps. If you're getting better, use red resistant bands, or you could even do this with a dumbbell. You could have about a 5 up to maybe 15, not more than that. If you could handle 20, go right ahead, but you don't want to build bulk, okay? You want to do as many reps as possible, okay? Do it till failure, not to a point where you're going to drop the dumbbell. No, stop maybe, I would say, anywhere between 10 to maybe 17, 16 reps is more than enough, okay? That should be perfect for you. And rotate both arms, do work on both arms. Take a dumbbell. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use one of those resistant bands like how I demonstrated, and you can hook it up into a goal, or you can hook it up into anything that's gonna have it anchored, and you just work by pushing. It helps up, pushing upwards and firing. You can do it with speed and so on and so forth. Okay? What we're gonna work on is we're gonna work on our lower body strength, okay? Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do plyometrics, okay? Plyometric strengthening at the same time. So what Oni is gonna do, he's gonna get into his lunging position, okay? Make sure his 90-degree angle foot, that back foot should be 90-degree angle. And the moment I say go, he'll do it about 5 reps on each foot. Ready, set, go. And he jumps, lays down, jumps, lays down, jumps, lays down, jumps, lays down, jumps, and so on and so on. He'll do 5 reps on each. Ready, O'Neal? Keep your upper body straight and get into a lunge position. Ready, set, go. And great. All right, that was one way of getting his quadriceps, his hamstrings activated, his glutes, even his IT bands on the side. So it's really good for goalkeepers. We need that explosiveness because, like I said, we are usually normally stationed in our squat position, which is called the ready position, and all of a sudden we have to explode. So a lot of power sports, it requires for strong legs and power and explosiveness, and one of the best ways of doing that is one of these exercises that I demonstrated for you. Now we're gonna go into the second exercise of the legs, which is the knee tucks. One of my favorites. Again, works as a plyometric and it works as a strength, explosiveness, and so on. So what O'Neal's gonna do, he's gonna start in his squat position, okay? Squat position, and he's gonna do about 5 to 10 knee tucks from his knees to his chest, so on and so forth, rapidly, with 1 second on the ground, and then he's back up, 1 second on the ground, and he's exploding back up. I'll go sideways so you can see it better. So he starts in a squat position, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so on. Oni? Ready? Go! And stop. Perfect. All right. That was a quick demonstration of knee tucks. There's many variations you could do to it. You could do a deep squat knee tuck, or you could do it normally like how he was doing it and myself. Just a normal squat right here, and then going up with the knee tucks and rapidly. Okay, now we're gonna finish it off with some wall squats. Okay, Again, this is, if you don't have weights, there should be no limitations to what you could do. There is many resources around you. You could find at a park or even in your house, a wall. All you need is the willpower and the will to succeed. And there's no limitations on how good you could get and how strong you could get. Okay, so when there's a will, there's always a power. Okay, our next and third exercises for our legs, and we're gonna start wrapping it up, it's called the wall squats. If you can find a wall, or if you cannot find a wall, if you see yourself at a soccer field, for example, or a tree, whatever, you could rest your whole upper body back without being any discomfort. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. Demonstration. Okay, as you can see, this is a goal post. It's rounded. It doesn't matter if you could find a flat wall surface, is much better. What you need to do is you need to get into your wall squat. Okay, you need to get into a squat, and you just keep it here. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. Make sure everything is pressed against the post. Sit on the curve of your body. Do not sit on the side. You can sit right over here comfortably and just hold the squat. You can put your arms out. You can put your arms on the side, but do not rest them on your thighs. Keep them here. Keep your back straight. You're gonna start feeling the burn into your legs, into your quads, and it's another way of effective way of doing it without having any access to a gym, a local gym, or even having access to weights itself. So this is another way of alternative working on your legs, getting your strength with very limitation resources. And now what we're gonna do, Oni is gonna demonstrate it for you, so that way you can see what I'm talking about. And hold. You can see a better picture from the side. Right here, notice his legs are 90 degrees and his body is resting on a post. His back is resting on a post, and so on. And you can come out of it if you want. Cool down. Do a little bit of hamstring right in between. Atka, hold it. Yup. All right, walk it off. Bring it in. All right. That was a little demonstration of a cool down. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do static stretching and finish it off with the static stretching. So Oni, show them a little bit of static stretching. Lower backs, one knee here, one knee there, hamstrings, and whatnot. Yeah, start from the top and go down. Sit down now if you want to. Yep, do the butterfly. Do the lower back, bring your knees in. Alright folks, today what you saw is basically a day in the life of a high school goalkeeper going into the collegiate level, at any level as a matter of fact, and you could incorporate these training systems and regimen into your program. You could modify it, but it's a good way of starting and to see a little bit of demonstration what I showed you today in the life of a goalkeeper, soccer goalkeeper. Thank you, Neil, and myself. My name is Ogar Kashaba, and thank you very, very much, ISSA, for giving me the opportunity to demonstrate what I do as a part of my job. On behalf of GSC and FC1, O'Neill and myself, and from Chicago, I'd like to say thank you and have a great day.